National Constitution Center and its distinguished President, Judge Torsella, for opening up this beautiful historic museum to the Judiciary Committee to hold this hearing this morning. There could not be a more fitting place to have a hearing on immigration, considering that we are a nation of immigrants. Across the green on Independence Hall, this country was founded on September 17th, 1787. The drafters of the Constitution signed the Constitution. We have in an adjacent room bronze replicas of the signers of the Constitution. George Washington presides there, as does Benjamin Franklin, seated with delegates from all the states, especially Massachusetts and Pennsylvania, and a few from Virginia as well. And our C-SPAN audience is cordially invited to come to the Constitution Center to see the exhibits which have made this nation so great. One of the exhibits features a famous songwriter by the name of Irving Berlin. He's pictured in an army uniform of the doughboys in World War I. He came to this country shortly after the turn of the 20th century, as did my father, Harry Specter, who also was a doughboy, fought in World War I and was wounded in action in the Argonne Forest. Irving Berlin wrote a song which was not recognized until Kate Smith sang it in Armistice Day of 1938, a song called God Bless America, just one of the contributions of the immigrants to this country, immigrants which have made this country the great nation which it is today. We are working on immigration reform in both the United States House of Representatives and in the United States Senate. The House has passed legislation which focuses on border control, and the Senate has passed legislation which is comprehensive in nature, taking into account border patrol and employer verification to see to it that those who are employed are here legally, but also dealing with a guest worker program, a program which is necessary for the American economy, a program which has been endorsed by President Bush and by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dennis Hastert. And the Senate bill also has a program to deal with the 11 million undocumented immigrants. It is the view of the Senate that you cannot sensibly create an underclass of fugitives who pose problems for national security, who also pose problems for law enforcement and crime control. We are dead set against amnesty. Amnesty is forgiving a prior wrong. That is not what the Senate bill does. In order to qualify to stay in the United States and to ultimately qualify for citizenship, those undocumented immigrants must pay their back taxes, must go through a criminal check to be sure they're law-abiding citizens, must learn English, must hold a job for a protracted period of time, must contribute. And we have a series of witnesses today who will testify about these people who are doing so much today for our country, and in a way to deal with them in a sound, comprehensive, humane way, recognizing that we are a nation of immigrants. As you see, I'm joined by my distinguished colleague,